new circuit board holder and playing around with the dash cam again. Morning YouTube, here with you on a Friday morning. It is, well, let me see, I don't have a clock in here. 10:17 in the morning. I have had my morning noodles, I have had my pills, and today I've got for you some stuff that I recorded yesterday on the circuit board holder, and I was playing around with the dash cam again, so you'll see those clips here just shortly. It's a, I was just telling Bob, he was saying what the wind chill was here. I said, yeah, it's up to a balmy 11 degrees here. It looks like, what it looks like outside there is kind of deceiving. I'm sure it's pretty cold. I have not been out to check the tire yet to see if it's still up. I'm just going to guess it's not, because I could tell last night coming home from taking Kylie home that it was starting to pull to the left again a little bit. So anyway, I got to get that fixed pretty quick. I just hate to take it up there and have to pay for them to take it off the car and do all the stuff they have to do to it, stuff like that. So anyway, that's gonna do me. Let's just go ahead and watch these clips and see what's happening. I just wanted to show you what the how the finished product looked like on the circuit board holder. There's it's tiltable. I can move it up in the slot pretty easy. Move that down like that. It's almost infinitely configurable, so it will do for what I want. This afternoon, or maybe even this, well, it's already afternoon. In fact, the girl came on the radio and said it was 12 up, straight up 12 noon as I was setting this up. So I gonna put a smaller board in. Bob is sending me a schematic for his updated from the video he made AM transmitter. I think I'm gonna go ahead and build that. He is playing with kind of a modular approach for the transmitter, and he's gonna take Don's RF amp, I believe, from over at Restoro Radios, and see if he can't add that to his little circuit that he demoed in his video, and see what kind of range he can get out of it. And so that is what is going on today. I have to pick up Kylie. The sun has been coming out sporadically, and I'm hoping I can get into my car here in a little bit without taking pry bars to it. And I think I can get into the passenger side right now because the sun's on that side of the car. I want to get in there and go ahead and pump that tire up and make sure that everything's hunky-dory there, so I can go get Kylie this afternoon. We have to go to the grocery. I haven't been for a while. I've been living on noodles. Bill probably have a fit with that. Also, thanks to Bill for pointing out that this belongs to, that Don sent this to me. I'm a junk collector and not Bill, so I got mixed up. So I will be probably repairing that, maybe even today. I don't know yet, but I did want to mention that as my mistake. You guys should know by now. I tend to get mixed up when I'm in here. It's just kind of, it goes back to what Bob was saying about, you know, not having notes to go by. And just doing it off the top of your head. Well, sometimes the top of your head gets cluttered. And when that happens, you mix things up, and that's what happens with me. And so anyway, it was not Bill, it is Don. So that is, I want to point that out. And I'm still pretty sure it was Stan, though, that that told me about this. And Bob has one too. Bob probably had recommended it even before Stan, but sometimes Bob says something and I'm so busy at the time it doesn't really sink in, and you know, it's not that I'm not paying attention, it's just that I'm busy with something else. Just like this morning now, I was sitting there watching Musty One's video. He did a rather long video on his engine project he's got for his Carmen Ghia, and my sister called, I think 2 or 3 times in there, and it just, I'm you know, in the middle of one thing, paying attention to it, and then I have to kind of switch my attention over to the other thing, and sometimes I do that with success, sometimes I don't. So anywho, that is a look at this, and I just wanted to show you, point that out real quick while I was sitting in here, and didn't mean to make a long video about it, but so let's get on to the next thing. I'm back with you once more, YouTube. I have it is now about 10:20 in the evening on Thursday night. Kylie was here. I picked her up after the school, and we went to the post office, and we went to the grocery store, and she came home, or we came home, and she fixed me a nice dinner: meatloaf, mashed potatoes, broccoli, rolls. It was good, very good. And then I took her home. I don't know, about 6 something. So. Car's doing fine. I did pump up the tire this morning. Didn't take long to pump it up. If I may have said that already, I don't know. I forget what I've done, what I haven't done. Been working on a problem with this dash cam. The Black Web dash cam. You may have remembered when I did the initial test with my new car and took Kylie to work, and I'm starting to think that trip there is just bad on dash cams or something. But I think I figured out the problem. I don't believe it's the camera at all. I took it and set it in the, well, I set up a tripod in my front window today while I was working on the car and doing some other stuff. Basically like this is what I had set up. And I had the cam in there, and then I put a rubber band around it like I do with the other one. And I recorded, oh, let's see, over an hour, I know it was. And so the first time I tried to get the video off, it told me, one time it told me the cord was full and it couldn't connect, and then it was something else with the other time, and I can't remember what all the different error messages I got. So then I started suspecting the card, the SD card, and I took that out and put it in one of those holders that allow you to slide it into a regular SD slot, and put it into my HP computer, my little laptop, and I proceeded to read all the files on it. They read fine. There was no problem at all. And so that made me think, well, you know, I don't think I'm using the right cable. Let me show you what I was using. This is the one I was using. Now this thing, it's hard to see, but it's very thin. Very thin. And I thought, well, you know, I had that one with the eyeglasses, the sunglasses, and I thought maybe that's that one, and maybe that was the whole problem with that to begin with. I don't know, but it's really cheap. I knew I got a good one with this camera here, and I thought, and I looked all over, couldn't find it, and I hooked up to my power supply or power bank while I was recording the test, and this one was on there. Now this one is a lot heavier, and it just looks like a better cable, you know, better made or whatever. So I thought, maybe I have been using this bad one, and that's the problem. And sure enough, let me tell you, I'm here to tell you that I didn't erase the the files off of the SD card, stuck the card back in here, took the camera back into the living room, my desktop computer, and plugged this cable in, and proceeded to read all the files off of the SD card into the computer. The card erased just like it was supposed to, And that was one of the problems I had with this cable. It would not erase files, and I think I might have mentioned that in another video or something. But anyway, the videos are all fine. Now the only problem, excuse me, the only problem I've had is that I have the settings set to not loop the recordings. You know how there's a 2 minute, 4 minute, or whatever, you know. And I think it goes all the way up 30 minutes or whatever it is. I have that off, and I don't want it to loop. I just want to do a continuous recording. And when I got the files off of the camera, like I said, it recorded, I think, if I added them all up, I think it was around an hour. Maybe a little over an hour. But anyway, there was count them, five files on there, and they were split. And I don't know if that's just the design of the camera or what, that it splits the files, but really didn't want that. I like a solid file. So I'm going to revisit the settings again. And I think there might have been one in there for 30 minutes or maybe even an hour. I'm not really sure, before it started looping. And I may try the one for 30 minutes if there is one and see what that does. Because the file size, or the file length was, I'd say, between 16 and 18 minutes before it looped. So, you know, that just may be part of the firmware in this camera to where it automatically loops after that, well, even if you have that turned off. So I don't know. But that's the only problem I found with it. But like I said, all 5 files had good, you know, videos in them. They weren't anything, excuse me, like the like that one I recorded the other day when I took Kylie to work. And so, you know, I'm hoping that's the problem, and it was all this cable. And I'm gonna take this, put this out of the way somewhere so I don't ever use it again. And what I'm gonna do now is hook this up, and I'm gonna play around with this circuit board holder a little bit more, and I'm gonna try to use this camera to record it. And it's also going to be in 720 this time. I don't see any advantage into using the WVGA. The files were just as large, or if not larger. It was kind of strange because, like I said, that pretty much filled up that 8 gig card, and I wouldn't think that would do that with WVGA. But anywho, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try another little test, and let me get that set up, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, what you should see is the VGA set to this one. This is the Blackweb dash camera. I am recording using my power bank. I thought I would do that, see how well that works, and it seems to be working. Now, I did notice another annoying thing when I was using it for the test this afternoon. The video had like I won't call it a tick, but there was like a buzz in it every few seconds. I don't know if that's from using this power bank, if there's an internal noise or something it emits or what, but it was a little annoying. It seemed to change over the course of time, so I don't know. Let me get a piece of stuff out of here. Try to see what we're going to set this up. While I'm waiting on the parts come in for Gary's, those insulators, I thought what we would do is take a piece of this, insert it into here, and build Bob's. You know Bob. You all know Bob. I know you all know Bob now. But I thought we would take and build this in and see how this works. Alright, now what I'm getting at is, or wanting to get at, is something I can flip around like that. I don't want it to be that loose, obviously. Now, I'm not even noticing this, but trying to see if this had a spring, but apparently, yeah, there it goes. It went out a little bit there. Huh. I thought that both of them had springs in them, but apparently only one of them has a spring. Let's put this one in a little closer. See if we can get that in there. Spring tension on that a little bit more. Oops. That's sliding. Let's see if we can get that a little tighter there. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we can turn it around and do what we want to it. Well, that should be good. I want to build a little circuit that Bob has been playing with, the AM transmitter. Now he says that we are building those. He basically does all the design, building, things like that, and I'm the schematics drawer and things like that when we need a schematic to post or something like that. That's all I've been doing. I haven't really built that many of these, and I kind of been waiting to find one that works the way we want it to work, and then I thought, well, I'll build that one. Now this one he made with the and did the video on, I thought was pretty nice. It sounded really clear, and I thought, oh, you know, I think I might give this one a shot. So I think that's what we're going to do. I've got to find the parts for it. Now I'm not going to do this tonight. Like I said, it's 10:36, 34, somewhere around in there. It says 10:40 on my clock, and I know it's wrong. So, like I said, what we're going to do is build that up and put I think I'm going to put it all right down here in the corner if I can, the first part of it. Now, Bob has already showed me a picture, and I will probably flash that up. No, I doubt that I will. I'll let him do that because it's his video. He's going to make a video on it. So, but he has sent me a picture of the upgraded transmitter with an RF amp. And he's trying to do this like in a modular style, so should be a good one. And so we will see when he does that. He's going to do some more work on it tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. I think I've got enough for a video here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and post this, even if it's a little shorter than usual. I think I will, because I really don't want to get started on this, because I'd have to heat my soldering iron up, and I don't want to really do that. And all the other things I have to do, get all the parts out and things like that. Mainly wanted to test this camera right here and post a video of that, which will be the camera and audio and everything from the camera itself. Also, for those of you, one of the things I did with the camera the other day when I was picking Kylie up, that day I took her to work, I posted those a couple of those first images I did with this camera here in the parking lot while waiting for Kylie to come out, and I had the radio playing, and I thought I would do a little test to see exactly how much you can get away with on that YouTube before they flag the video. And for that test, I recorded a lot longer samples because I just let it run. But for the test, or the part I posted on the video, those were 15-second clips with music. So I did not get flagged for those videos, just so you guys know. So at least on those two, I got away with 15 seconds each on them, and didn't get a hit. So you might kind of keep that in the back of your head there, and go from there. But I think somebody said fair use is 20 seconds, and I thought, well, I'll do 15 just to see, because 20 seconds might be a little arbitrary as far as did you keep 21 seconds, did you do 19, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, that's what I did, 15, and no flag. So that was a good deal, truly. And again, I think what I'm going to do is shut this off here. And this seems to be working rather well, the cam. Now I do notice when I do that, I see the flashing. I can see the flashing on the screen. It's like I'm conducting something in the screen going up and down and around through. I'm sure it's a light compensation of some kind, but I don't know exactly what. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm headed that way myself as far as the bed goes, and so we will thank you very much for watching. Walking, well, whatever you're doing, walking, talking, I don't care. Thank you for watching. We'll talk at you later. Bye bye.